lovely viewers. You're welcome to another episode of Discussions on the Couch. Today, I have here with me Eben and Mami Efua. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
Good. Today, the topic, it's heat. It's a mad topic. Like, it's a really good topic. And then, I feel it's something we all have to discuss. So, Eben, you're in a relationship, you're in a nice relationship, like everything is good. You feel that's the girl you want to move on with. You feel that's the girl you really want to complete your life with.
Yeah.
What would you be expecting from her? Or what are your expectations in that particular relationship?
Okay. So, for me, I believe that every lady has to be supportive. All right. So, if you're in a relationship, or personally, if I'm in a relationship, I'm looking for someone who's going to support me. All right. Because I'm a more, idea-driven kind of person. So I like to pop ideas every now and then. So at the minimum least that I expect from a lady who's got my back, I just want to hear you say, "Oh, keep it going, encourage me, support me." Not in terms of financial support or stuff, but like your words that you use on me should push me one way or the other. All right. So what my expectations basically are support. That's all.
Wow. So if I should get you right, if a woman supports you and then she doesn't take you out on dates, she doesn't give you attention, she doesn't invite you over most often, or she doesn't take you out to see her friends and most often, you are okay with that?
Okay, so when you look at the word support, all right, now you cannot support a vision you have no idea of or you don't understand. All right, so to take time to understand what it is I am doing, for you to support, you will definitely give me attention. You will definitely, show up when I need you.
Yes.
All right. Now, if you are taking me out on a date, it's not because you just want to, do lavish stuff, but even on that date, we get to share ideas, we get to talk. Now, in talking, you are understanding some of the things that I'm into. Right, so it could be dates, you could go out on dates, but the purpose for that date is definitely for us to know one another. All right, so in knowing one another, you are getting to understand my vision. I am also understanding yours. All right, so we do this for each other. I mean, I support you, you also support me. That's
Wow, that's really deep. Mama Ifa, we see Eben is full of support and all that. What are you also about? What do you expect from a guy?
Just as he said, I would expect support from him as well.
Wait, are you guys dating? Because why are you seeking for support?
she's a nice girl. So, yeah.
Oh, I'm just putting it in that context though, because we are vibing here. I think, please, that's what you're thinking.
Okay.
So you have to support each other, like he said. So even in a supportive manner, I think I also expect my man to be a God-fearing man.
Yeah.
Yes, because I can't do anything without God. He can't do anything without God. But if I'm with him and he's not God-fearing, I don't think our vision, visions that we have or things that we are planning ahead of time will come to pass. So in the same way he's being supportive, I expect him to be God-fearing.
Now, all of you guys have categorized everything to support. Don't you look out for, let's say, oh, I'm expecting you to be calm, I'm expecting you to have a good heart, I'm not expecting you to be too aggressive, I'm expecting you to, like, all those other things, or you guys just look out for support?
With that one, before I'll meet the guy and be in a relationship with Eben, I don't know, but I think with that, you wouldn't see the person being aggressive, being calm, but as time goes on, you get to know who you're truly dating. So if there's something negative about that person, when you see it, you point it out to the person and keeping it. Yeah. So from the start, I don't think I'll see the aggressive manner of that person or being calm, he being calm. But as time goes on, when I see it, I don't expect to keep it to myself, but I have to share with him. I have to let him know that this kind of behavior of yours, I think you have to work on it. And you can't work on it all by yourself, but with the support of me.
The
So
person.
you do that.
Okay, so once again, basically, the point I want to make is still on support. All right. Now, if you take a look at these artworks on the wall, there's something holding it up. All right? So if for instance that thing is not there, it will fall down. Right. Now that thing that is holding it's up. Okay. It possesses some characteristics. All right. It is strong enough to hold this weight up. Okay, so this is who I am. All right. Now, in your attempt to support me, in your attempt to stand behind me, you cannot be. Your characters will come to play. All right. So if I'm saying that maybe I want to build a car, all right. Now, certainly I will make mistakes and then I'll scrap it off and have to remake. So if you are trying to support me, you are either aggressive with it or you are cool or calm with it. Now, if you bring out these characteristics so well, it brings about attraction, okay, like or bonding, or it will make you stick to the person. I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, the manner in which you serve what I'm expecting makes me want to stick or not stick. If I tell you my idea and then you are like, oh, medial pesado, like you are aggressive or it makes me cool. Like I could still call you my girlfriend, but I will just lay back a little bit. So every time I am bringing such a conversation up, you realize that I take those elements out. So if I'm building a car, I'll go and talk to somebody else. But if it has to do with some other thing, I'll come to you. Just because like some of your characters are not really do you get as I expect. So most of the time expectations are a bit some way. All right. Now in some context, you can also look at it that people bring out. Yes, we are human. Okay, and then we are flawed some one way or the other.
Yeah.
So if we agree that yes, we are going to support one another, it will mean that we commit to the fact that if I see a flaw with you, I should be able to assist you. I should be able to bring you up. So if you also see a flaw with me, bring me up. Okay, so in these instances where like the person is aggressive, the person is not calm, the person insults other people, but like pretends to be cool and when you're around, and if you are on a journey and you are going, like all these things will come out. Okay, so you are left with two options. Are you going to help the person to like better their selves, or are you going to like let go? All right, because there's a people you cannot change. All right, or you are not the ones to make them switch up and become all that that you're asking for. So in those cases, like sometimes you just have to try a little bit. All right, that's why there are always external counselors. That the things that are beyond you, they can come in and then assist you or your partner to go with. Do you get? So that's about it.
But you see, most recent relationships, when you ask someone what are your expectations, I expect my guy to give me money. I expect love. I expect care. I expect attention.
Good.
Like things which we can see, but not physically, and then kind of. But then they don't really see it from your point of view or your point of view as well. Because when I tell someone, don't you expect your guy to be supportive? Like when you have plans, don't you expect him to support you or back you with plans? You will be like, oh no, once he has money, I'm okay. Once
I think I get what you're saying, but I think the whole thing is that you see, everybody's looking for support. One word, everybody is looking for it, but people define it differently. Okay, so someone says that if you are my guy, let's say, like the reason why they are looking for money is because they are looking for financial support. All right, so if you give them the money for them to look good, you have assisted them. Maybe she couldn't afford her nails, but you're like, oh baby, I'll give you money for your nails. You have assisted her to cater for her nails, which is good. Do you get it? So it makes her feel okay that my guy will support me financially when I have to look good. Do you get it? That's how it's a matter of perspective. That's how they see things. All right, now we cannot say it is wrong, but what we can say is that you need to be flexible a little bit. If your guy is not giving you money for your nails, it's not wrong. All right, don't make him feel like the worst husband in the world or the worst boyfriend in the world. All right, maybe he cannot give you cash, but he can,
Wisdom.
like push you to or encourage you. Look, there are people who are not paying fees for their girlfriends, but the girl want to keep the guy because maybe they help them study at midnight. They wake them up. Oh, honey, it's time for us to study. Wake up, let's study. He's not paying school fees, but he's giving the girl good grounds to achieve academic, prospect. So most of the time, it's a matter of how we define the kind of support we are looking for. If it's money you are looking for, there are people who are willing to give you money, but they don't wake you up or they don't push you to study for your goals. Do you get it? So look at support as something non-materialistic. Yes, and see how far you go. And if you limit it to material things, when those things stop coming, you will give up on the relationship. So oh yeah, my boyfriend, and me wake up, I say, oh shit, you get it. So it's most of the time, if you limit it to material things, you are likely to lose everything too quick.
Okay, so I see it all boils down to support. Mami, if a God fearing man, he should be supportive. If your expectations are not met, if you really love him, yeah, but he's not God fearing, he's not supportive, but not supportive at all. One way or the other, he supports somehow. He goes to church, but he's not God fearing as you want him to be. So let's say at this point your expectations are not met. How do you treat that? Like, are you going to be disappointed? Do you leave the relationship? Do you walk away? How do you treat?
Oh, okay. That's I don't think I should walk away. But you guys, that's why you are in a relationship with the person. You should communicate with the person. Yeah. So if I'm not seeing him being God fearing, I think it's a matter of communication with him. Like, I should communicate to him that I'm not seeing what I expect in him. And I think your partner should give you a listening ear in a relationship. So if I'm doing that with him and he's listening to me, I think with that we can move on in life. But if it comes to it that he's not minding whatever I bring on board with regards to he being God fearing, prayers can work. If prayers doesn't work, we just have to let go.
So at this point, you're not going to be disappointed, but they are just going to talk him to it.
Yeah, you have to talk to him. You don't have to feel disappointed because it's not easy. It's not easy for someone to. That's why even sometimes we see our mere friends, we like, we now the one sorry pa wait child. You just have to talk to the person.
Yeah.
Yes. If you take it on your own decision that we're going away, yeah, then let me also forget about it. That is not the way to help the person. Just go closer to the person, talk to him, talk to her, and let's see the way forward. I think with that it will help. But if you take it to yourself that you're also leaving it that way, just as it is, it wouldn't help.
Even, are you also going to talk, or you're going to get disappointed and walk away?
So here's the thing. If disappointment is a big word, right? Like it's a hurtful word. Like it hurts to, like, if you're disappointed, it means it plays on your emotions, right? Like, as in, it sort of means that you're a little hurt. All right, now in that state, okay, you realize that everything that is being communicated doesn't really click.
Yes.
So even if you are saying a good thing that, I want us to end the relationship, or because like I'm not, you may say that you may choose the right words, but because of that state of disappointment or hurt, that message will not like click. It just click. All right. But the whole idea is it still boils down to communication. Did you get it? The way and manner you are able to tell the person that let's start this, that's the only way you can let them understand that let's end it. Okay. So the aspect of feeling hurt has to do with disappointment. Maybe I was looking to like start get married to you, start a family with you. So that's what I have envisioned in my mind. Now you are coming to tell me that because of, let's say, one or two flaws, let's call it off, that idea that I have like designed in my mind is tumbling down, and I cannot imagine how it's going to turn out. So should I restructure? Should I like replan or something? That's the difficulty, and it makes that communication not go so easy. But ideally, communication is the best way out. All right. I mean, dialogue. Sit with the person. Tell them how you feel. And is it working? It's not working. How do you go about it? All right. Trust me. I may not be a good boyfriend, but I could be. Let's say, I may be good at something that can also help you. Do you get it? So let's not put our expectations off the roof. Like, don't make it so top that once that it is not met, then it comes tumbling down, and you don't know where to go. You are so broken hearted. Yes, we all have emotions, we all have feelings, but sometimes you just have to limit or know where to keep your emotions. I think that's the only issue that people get feel hurt in a relationship, because they lift their expectations way up above them, and then once that one or two things are not clicking well, then it becomes hurtful to let everything go.
Yeah, basically telling everyone, don't get your expectations too high.
Oh, yeah.
You should be ready for everything, right? And then once you're not getting what you expected, communication should set in.
Of course.
You should talk to one another, but then not just walk away like that, right? It's been a nice conversation. I'm very glad having you guys on the show. Thank you very much. Viewers, don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section. Once again, follow us on all our social media platforms. It's BuzzWorldGH on YouTube, BuzzWorldGH on Instagram, and BuzzWorldGH on Facebook. See you same time, another week. Thank you.